It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see the Broncos' sure-handed tight end. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Broncos and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Orlando. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a look at a guy who definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ready? Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Alert! Hey!
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Willis finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just...
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 18. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, That's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Third down, it's Willis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Willis to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds McCoy. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West. And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They run once more with Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead, Taylor. After 7-0 on the A's. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now we give to Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in. on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. 101 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaffney, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos at 15-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hold it ready. Check. Clear.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Willis. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kayvon Thibodeau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As with only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Boy, 175 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Play action. Willis. Left side to Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert!
Here's Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kayvon Thibodeau. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Gonzalez's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 189 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
That's out to the left flat and complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. The give to Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Back now at FedEx Field. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Right back to the air again with Willis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Willis. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Willis, gotta have this one. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Okay, ready?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Right back to the air with Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Okay, quick.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Check.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Alert, hey, flash.
They run once more with Stevenson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, sniff.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now 2nd and goal at the 18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Willis to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A 34-yard.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Here we go. No.
Now Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
Check.
They'll run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down. Willis able to find Higgins. And some room to work. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One final try here for Willis. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on